Hi everyone, and it's day one of the official Arrivals of Ixalan spoilers. And we got actually quite a bit of cards to go over. Excuse me, including a couple that were previewed on Twitter, but not officially previewed, including Angrath's actual Planeswalker card, a new Elder Dinosaur, Kumena, is that his name? A new flip card, and a bunch more things to go over. So, I mean, let's just go over it. Now, there's like, I want to say 29 cards overall that have been revealed. So, just going over it, we have Angrath, the the Flame Chained. 1 red, 1 black, 3 of any color for a 4 loyalty Planeswalker with a +1 ability. Each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. Not bad. His -3 ability, I'm just going to increase the size of this so I can actually read it. His -3 ability is gain control of target creature until the end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until the end of turn, and you sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step if it has converted mana cost 3 or less. Following with his -8, which it says each opponent loses life equal to the number of cards in his or her graveyard. So, Angrath's a pretty solid card, actually. I think so. Remember this, that I don't look at these like from a modern or standard or constructed play. I just think of this as a guy who makes decks for fun and through Sealed. Now, in Sealed, this card's not going to be that great. Like, if I pulled him at the pre-release, I'd consider using him. But without anything to really protect himself, this guy's not going to be making many waves. In fact, this guy is actually not the best in the late game because unless you have things to protect him with, the guy is not going to be doing a whole lot because since his -3 ability, sure, it'll take control of something, which is great, but they're going to get it back. So if you're going to use that -3 ability, it has to be on something that either they're not going to get back or you're going to be able to do a lot of incoming damage with. His plus ability is fine. It's a good little pinger, but if they actually end up having no cards in their hand, then this guy's ability is going to do nothing. Honestly, it's his -8. That's maybe his ultimate's pretty solid, especially when you got like black, blue, red mill decks going on, which I have one of those. So it's an okay card. It's not amazing. I can't say I'm overjoyed with it. Honestly, I would say I like his what was it? I might actually say I like his Pirate Minotaur, his Planeswalker deck Planeswalker card a little better, but that's just me. Thrashing Brontodon. 2 green, 1 of any color for a 3/4 dinosaur, uncommon. Pay 1 and pay 1 of any color and sacrifice this creature. Destroy target enchantment or artifact. There's no downside of this card. It is a 3/4 for 3. That's already good. And you sacrifice it, and you can pretty much naturalize anything. Solid card all around. Good limited pick. River Darter. 2 of any color and 1 blue for a 2/3 common Merfolk Warrior. This creature cannot be blocked by dinosaurs. Really only matters in the sealed formats. At Zokan Seer. 1 white, 1 green, 1 of any color for a 2/3 human druid. You may tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, and he's uncommon. Sacrifice this card. Return target dinosaur card from your graveyard to your hand. So this guy's basically a mana dork for your dinosaurs, more or less. He's okay for his stats. I mean, 3 mana for a 2/3 is fine as own. It taps for mana, that's great. Sacrifice, you return dinosaur. The fact that it's dual color makes it a little difficult, a little harder to play, but nothing serious. Dusk Charger is 1 black, 3 of any color for a horse. A common horse with Ascend. Now, Ascend is if you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. Multiple players can have this. I already confirmed that. As long as you have the city's blessing, this creature gets +2/+2 as long as you have the city's blessing. So it goes from a 3/3 to a 5/5, which it's a common card. Don't expect anything really that amazing. Vona's Hunger, though, is a 2 of any color, 1 black for a instant rare. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If you have the city's blessing, instead, each opponent sacrifices half the creatures he or she controls. So they explained Ascend essentially that with permanents, that's a perpetual ability. You just gotta wait till you have 10 permanents to get that and get the blessing. And it will come and it will be active as so long as that is the case. And you can wait for it, all that. When you're casting a sorcery or an instant, you need the blessing for the blessing part of the ability to work. You don't cast it and maybe get something, and you can't do shenanigans and get it. It has to be when you play the card. The common one's a common one, makes sense. The other rare one, though, Vona's Hunger, is pretty good, pretty solid. Kumena, Tyrant of Orzika. 1 blue, 1 green, and 1 of any color. For a 2/4 mythic rare, Merfolk Shaman legendary creature. Tap another untapped Merfolk you control. This creature can't be blocked this turn. Tap 3 untapped Merfolks you control, draw a card. And then tap 5 untapped Merfolks you control, put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk you control. I like this card. Is it amazing? No, I mean a 2/4 for 3 is pretty okay. The fact that you could tap it and make it unblockable, or tap a Merfolk and make it unblockable, that's solid in the Merfolk shell. If you tap 3, you get the draw card. That's pretty good. The one that I'll admit is a little iffy is you tap 5 and then pump everything by +1/+1. If you control 5 Merfolk, you're probably already ahead unless there's some weird board stall shenanigans going on. So unless that is the case, then you just have a bunch of really small ones, you're not really gonna find much use for the outside of maybe commander games and stuff like. And commander games, I could see this guy being a pretty solid commander, but who knows? I mean, combining it with like Prime Speaker, Zagon or something like that, I could see some hijinks ensuing. Secret of the Golden City, 2 blue, 1 of any color for a sorcery. Draw 2 cards. If you have the city's blessings as Ascend, draw 3 cards instead. You're getting 2 cards for 3, or you're getting 3 cards for 3. Either way, it's a pretty good card. Awakened Amalgamation, 4 of any color for a golem that has star for its power and toughness. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control that have different names. I get what they're trying to do with this thing. They're trying to make the flip lands more relevant, or the auras that flip into lands more relevant, and therefore you play them, you get more land. They all have different names. But let's be realistic about this. At best, I mean, you could run a 5-color deck. At best, you're getting a 5/5 for 4 with no extra abilities, and you have to go through a lot of hoops for that. In the realistic sense, like if you're playing this in a pre-release or something like that, you'd be at best making a 3/3 for 4 with no extra abilities, and that's also not including like Evolving Wilds or uncut lands with other land. Like realistic, maybe I could see a 4/4. But that's a realistic scenario. It's a 4/4 that does nothing. It does nothing. So this card is deceptively bad. This card really is not good at all. Frilled Deathspitter is 1 red, 2 of any color for a 3/2 dinosaur. Enraged, this dinosaur. It's a little Dilophosaurus too, which is fun. Whenever Frilled Deathspitter is dealt damage, deals 2 damage to target opponent. And it's a fine card. I mean, we have, what is that? Rile card, which does 1 damage to creatures you control, so you could just play that multiple times with this and get a good couple blasts out with it. So yeah, it's a fine card. Swaggering Corsair. 1 red, 2 of any color for a human pirate. Swaggering Corsair enters the battlefield, raid. Enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it if you attacked with a creature this turn. So you'd make it a 3/3. It's on average a 2/2 for 3, which is alright. If you get raid and use the raid, it becomes a 3/3 for 3, which is again alright, but it has no extra ability added on to that, so it is just okay. Gleamed Barrier, 2 of any color for a 0/4 wall artifact creature. Defender. When it dies, you create a colorless artifact token. It's okay. There's nothing huge about it. Like you'll crash it into your opponent's dinosaurs and get a treasure for it, so it's fine. Nothing amazing, but nothing terrible. Enter the Unknown. 1 green, sorcery, uncommon. Target creature you control explores. You may then play an additional land this turn. So this is a pretty solid card. The explorability I didn't use a great deal when I played it a couple times in the last release, obviously. But it's not going to be breaking walls. This thing gives target creature either a +1/+1 or a land, and either or. You're either pumping or you're getting a free spell. You're pumping or either getting a free land. So either way, there's value in this. You just can't play it on turn 1. Then again, it says target. Oh no, it's target creature you control, not target creature. If it was target creature, that would actually be slightly different. But then why would you want to target your opponent's turn 1 creature? And I don't know. It wouldn't be worth it. Tender Shoot Dryad is 1 green, 4 of any color. It has Ascend. 10 permanents get the blessing and any benefit this creature has with blessing. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 sapling creature token. pretty cool. It helps you get to that ascend pretty quick, or helps you ascend pretty quick. Saplings you control get +2/+2 as long as you have the city's blessing. So actually, this card, it's 2/2 for 5, which is not overly great. It compensates by making little bodies. That's fine. On the turn, I'm just trying to figure out. On the turn you would play this. Let's say it is turn 5. You're already going to have 5 land. Hopefully you'll have a couple cards out in the field. So you shouldn't have too much trouble getting to 10 permanents. And then you're pumping out 3/3s for the rest of the game, so long as this thing stays alive. So it's a pretty good card. I don't know the overall implications of him in any metagames or formats, but that's just me. I could see myself like making a sapling deck with this guy and like Mycoloths and stuff like that. I could see that, so it's got some potential. This thing though, I don't get this thing. Form of the Dinosaur, 2 red, 4 of any color for an enchantment, rare. When Form of the Dinosaur enters the battlefield, your life total becomes 15. Now it can go up and it can go down because you can gain life. It just becomes 15. At the beginning of your upkeep, Form of the Dinosaur deals 15 damage to target creature an opponent controls. And that creature deals damage equal to its power to you. So, unless you have very solid life gain on your side, this thing is going to kill you dead. This thing is... There's... Again, unless you're in like a format, like a limited format, where... they're not going to have very many big things. You maybe have answers to their big things. Or if you've got lots of life gain, or if you're using like, what was it? Platinum Empyrean, which was the golem or mythic rare golem from Scars that basically stopped your life total couldn't change. Unless that's happening, this is bad. This is not a great card. This is not a good card. So right now I've got 2 cards that I'm not fond of. Journey to Eternity. 1 black, 1 green, 1 of any color for a legendary enchantment aura. You enchant creature you control. When enchanted creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control and return this card to the battlefield transformed into Atzal Cave of Eternity. Legendary land, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. You may pay 3 of any color, 1 black, 1 red. Tap this card and target creature you control, or return target creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. This card's kind of busted. This card is very busted because this card, you're getting there's no downside with this card whatsoever. Do you know how easy it is to sacrifice things in these kind of... I don't know about in this format per se, but do you know how easy it is to destroy things or sacrifice things? That's not hard to do. Let's say I have like if you remember Alara, I have a Devour deck. I could literally devour anything. I could devour this big thing. It's like, why would you do that? Because I attach this onto him. Now I get this land and I can return anything I want back from the dead. Whackity schmackity doo. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of not. This thing is kind of disgusting. This is really gross because you don't forget you can destroy. That's the big thing. You would be the big draw is for you to destroy your own stuff, not vice versa. Not for your opponent to destroy it. So it is quite good. That's one I will definitely be keeping an eye out for. Speaking of things I'll be keeping an eye out for, to add to our Elder Dinosaur cycle, we have Zetalpa, Primal Dawn, the white Elder Dinosaur. We already have the black and the green. This is a 4/8 for 2 white, 6 of any color Elder Dinosaur legendary creature. It's basically based off like Quetzalcoatl. Flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. Because why not? I mean, right off the bat, it flies. You figured that was going to be the case. Double strike? Well, Swifty in the air. Okay, I get that. Vigilance? Well, now you're just kind of getting a little ridiculous. Trample? Okay, now you're getting gross. Indestructible. So this is the hardest one to deal with of the 3. Granted, the black one's the cheapest to play unless you're in a scenario where you have been able to lower the casting cost of the green one. But so the black one's easiest to play. I'd say the green one the green one could theoretically be the easier one. But it's also kind of completely ditches the theory that, hey, they'll each have a keyword to them, like the black one has Death Touch, the green one has Trample. No, this one has Flying, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible, because we apparently couldn't think of anything really unique for it. But you know what? Is that really a bad thing. I mean, is it really a bad thing? I'm curious what the blue and the red one are going to be, because the blue one's based off of, looks like it's based off of plesiosaur. The red one's based off of Spinosaurus, and then the multicolor one, whatever that one's going to be. I mean, Kumela, I think, not Kumela, Zakama, I think that's the name of the multicolor one. It's I know it's a multicolor one. I just don't know which colors, but I'm guessing because we're getting the Elder Dinosaur cycle in all the colors that it might be a 5-color dinosaur. Who knows though? Anything's possible. Anyway though, yeah, no, yeah. So overall, a couple of cards I'm not fond of. Like if I were to get a box, which I am considering, or at the very least a fat pack, those are, or the pre-release. I will admit I would not be really looking forward to pulling those cards, though they would not be cards I'm looking forward to getting, like the Form of the Dinosaur, the Awakened Amalgamation. I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to those cards, but you know, it is what it is. You're never going to have amazing cards and all the cards. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, superhero magic, what if, anything I do on the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to it at some point. I'll get to the Monday who would win on tomorrow or Wednesday. Maybe I'll just, I'll just do a double header on Wednesday. That's what I'll do. Because my car is overall fun, but it has a bad tire, and it's just, I'm in a way at the moment that just, frustration. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.